Hello and welcome back. We are on to the next episode. We just got to Dantooine and we are looking for one of the council members who was there to tell us we were exiled that no longer claimed to be Jedi. So we're in like the manor or tax house, I guess.
Keep coming here and bothering the militia. That Garivik is the worst of them.
We gotta get some like permits and stuff to like go check out some ruins.
You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship. Yes. No friendly greetings are here for you. I come here to speak to the militia and make them understand a truth. Something of mine they have in their possession. It's very unwise to stand in my way. I am done being inconvenienced by you. Another interruption. You must not have heard who I am. Waste another's time, not mine. Someone less important.
A lot of people here hate Jedi.
Are you waiting for the administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here. I'm here to get another pat in the back from the administrator and hear how unfortunate my situation is. That my problem is important, and they'll get around to it. I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now. I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
You fought in the war?
Yes, I fought in the Jedi Civil War. I guess we won. Couldn't tell here, though. Feels like we've been forsaken by the Republic. The war was very unkind to Dantooine. That hidden enclave cost us a great deal. A great deal.
And what exactly is the issue?
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then, they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices. I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren. But I can't farm without my equipment. Well,
What'd they
yes and
steal?
no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the salvagers had already stripped it bare.
You sure it's the
My farm
salvagers?
is the closest to the Enclave ruins. It has to be someone nearby, and if the mercenaries wanted it, they'd just take it in broad daylight. The closest place besides that is the salvager camp, so it has to be them. You ever met one of them? Thievery wouldn't be too far a stretch for any of them. The other day I had to take a shot at one of them. Soon someone is going to get killed, and Dantooine has enough trouble without that. A lot
What'd
of
they take?
farming equipment. It's not even valuable, just important for the moisture vaporators and hydroprocessors. The thief must be desperate for credits.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager. If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator, I would be very grateful. I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you. These war trophies are advanced weapons that
Give me
some
what
of
I
the
want.
Sith troopers had. Heavy ordnance, which wouldn't be much good for defending my home. I might be able to offer more if you take care of the problem, though. Can you help me out?
That's
At least you're
terrible.
direct about it. The flaming administrator won't even give me that courtesy. Any luck on getting my money? I'm just glad.
Alright, I'll let you know if I find anything.
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garavik.
Oh,
I don't
Dangerous
even
had some
want to get
issues.
into it. Ask around if you want to know the details. It'll just make my headache worse if I talk about it. I don't know what we'd do without Administrator Adare. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith left during the war. She's kept us together. Oh, and, Zeron too, I suppose.
You don't approve of Zeron?
This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room.
Has the administrator said anything?
Maybe. It's hard to say. They meet a lot. But it seems to me they let each other alone for the most part. I'm sure there's a lot going on with the militia that the administrator doesn't even know about. It's tricky. You see, I think Zeron may be taking this whole thing a little personal. I'm not sure. Just a guess. I also think he's doing more to provoke them than just investigating every complaint against them hard. He's up to something. If someone could just ask a few questions, turn up some answers, maybe see if Zeron isn't being completely honest with the rest of us, well then maybe he should be replaced.
What makes you suspicious?
Just a lot of little things don't add up. It could just be a surprise party, but I think Zeron takes this problem very personal. So if you happen to find something out like that, you should see Administrator Adare. If you have to do some footwork to check into things, you'll be compensated. We should probably talk about something else. I hate going behind the captain's back. I just feel... I just have a feeling about it. I'll tell you anything. I've heard that rumor. During the war, the Jedi were a big help here. They did everything for us, from clearing out dangerous beasts to solving a murder investigation. I try to stay out of it, though. Standing up for Jedi is one way to become unpopular around here. I've heard all that. Talking about Jedi is just depressing these days. Any other cheerful problems you want to talk about? You should see Administrator Adare about that. She'll be able to set you up. You're not a typical salvager, so I don't expect you'll have any trouble there. I'm here to help.
Yes, some questions about the other people in the settlement.
I'll tell you anything that's public knowledge. Most militia news passes by me and Zeron. I might be able to help.
I want to visit the ruins.
You should see Administrator Adare about that. She'll be able to set you up.
Is there anything you know about Sulurus?
Oh, you heard about that. We have so much to look into that Sulru's concern is pretty low on our list. We asked the salvagers, but they claim that the salvager responsible is nowhere to be found.
I'd like
I'm
to talk
here to
about
help.
something else.
What do you need?
It seems like Dantooine has had a lot of trouble.
I don't even want to get into it. Ask around if you want to know the details. It'll just make my headache worse if I talk about it. I don't know what we'd do without Administrator Adare. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith left during the war. She's kept us together. Oh, and, Zeron too, I suppose. The thing is,
Sounds like
he
you don't
expects
approve of him.
everyone to follow all the laws. That's not
Zeron?
normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance, but if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work, but Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room. Maybe. It's hard to say. They meet a lot, but it seems to me they let each other alone for the most part. I'm sure there's a lot going on with the militia that the administrator doesn't even know about. It's tricky. You see, I think Zeron may be taking this whole thing a little personal.
Is there any chance I get a reward for this?
Definitely. The militia makes sure to reward anybody that helps out Dantooine. And if he's doing something risky. So if you happen to find something out like that, you should see Administrator Adare. If you have to do some footwork to check into things, you'll be compensated. We should probably...
We got a few questions about the other people in the settlement.
I'll tell you anything that's public knowledge. Most militia news passes by me and Zeron. I might be able to help.
I wonder if you knew anything about Sulurus. I've heard rumors there's a Jedi around here.
I've heard that rumor too. People get really riled up about Jedi around here. Some people seem to have a selective memory. During the war, the Jedi were a big help here. They did everything for us, from clearing out dangerous beasts to solving a murder investigation. I try to stay out of it though. Standing up for Jedi is
Oh,
one
I
thing,
remember
but
what he's talking about
around
now.
here.
In the first game, you come to Dantooine and there's some interactions that you have with there's some interactions that you have with some of the NPCs here, and one of them is you have to solve a murder investigation, and it's one of those like walk around, talk to people, find like they're kind of like one of the thought puzzle, and you have to gather the evidence. Nobody says anything, then the room will feed itself.
Easy to say for someone that doesn't live here. I'd rather grab an unshielded power coupling than get involved in that debate. The militia's dealing with enough already.
Should have been say nothing, then the dark side triumphs. If there's anything I can do, that's a persuasion. But that's not really what my character would say.
Talking about Jedi is just depressing these days. Any other cheerful problems you want to talk about?
I was wondering if you knew anything about looking for the atmospheric sensors.
I don't know what Sadie is up to. He's working directly with Zeron on that investigation. Sorry, I can't help.
All right. That.
I heard a rumor that the administrator met with it.
I'm the militia.
Try to call it a challenge, not trouble.
There is often opportunity in challenges, if you know how to look for it. I might have something for you. But first, you got any other reason for coming to militia headquarters?
Looking for information.
You could pick worse places to look for that. Baroon is normally the one to go with questions, but I can answer a few things for you. If you're interested, I might have some work for you, too. You want something?
What sort of work do you have? What's your connection to the militia? Bayron asked me to investigate you. Can I ask you some general questions? I'll be going. What's Gavar's connection to the militia?
Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. It's the most valuable haul the salvagers ever got. But all the salvagers that went down there are dead. So it seems every day or so some salvager comes claiming they're owed by such and such, or that they're related. The whole thing makes me sick. Garavik says he won the whole claim in a Pazak game with the last survivor, right before he killed him. But that was a fair fight. There were witnesses, but nobody remembers Garavik ever playing Pazak. I just hope someone takes this blasted claim off my hands. I'm tired of those lowlives pestering me. We've got real work to do. You want something? You really should talk to...
How do you feel about the mercenaries?
I don't have anything to say about that.
And Kunda?
It's our home. Might be the start of an honest capital someday. Right now, it's not much more than a swoop bike stop.
What do you know about the administrator?
She's smart. She gets things done. The whole place would fall apart without her. Dantooine isn't the center of much anything. Our most talented people sometimes leave. Hard for someone to stay a farmer when they have the itch to do something greater. So we're lucky the administrator never went elsewhere. I bet she'd make a decent senator, even.
I'd like to. Alright, how we going?
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adari. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed?
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Casper.
Depending on your business here, the pleasure may be mutual, but you didn't answer my question. Is that ship yours? And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk.
Yeah, it's
That
mine.
vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel.
I'd prefer if you keep that quiet. Don't tell me. You want to collect the bounty?
Of course not. I'm trying to stabilize an entire planet. An exchange bounty, no matter how abundant, is little use in that endeavor. But if a Jedi were here, that would best be kept secret. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence.
I'm looking for Jedi.
My friend, let's just call him Vrook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong?
He sent for me.
We need the skills of a Jedi more than ever. He was helping investigate Azgul and his mercenaries, but he had his own errand to run in the Enclave. Jedi business of some sort. He went into the sublevel, which isn't without its dangers, and he hasn't returned.
What are the dangers?
Like many parts of Dantooine, the sublevel of the Enclave has become infested with dangerous creatures. Large, vicious insects called Lagrex have made the sublevel their home. Several salvagers have reportedly been injured or killed by the Lagrex. I would expect a Jedi to fare better against the creatures than the salvagers, but Vrook has not returned in some time. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him? From what I know, the sublevel is... In your case, however, you can take whatever you find without the customary tithe. Is there anything else? What have you learned, Jedi?
I've learned that Kuna's.
Hey, get away! Sorry, this door is blocked off.
It kind of looks like we talked to everybody in there. Checked all the doors we could go in at the moment. And so we're just gonna explore and just pick up quests and things as we go along.
Prepare yourself. I hear you. Prepare yourself. I shall honor them with battle.
That's fucking genius. I mean, that's a little bit genius. Anyway, we've done a wonderful job at killing path hounds. Just a little bit of grinding and leveling up. Um, so, I'm getting a lot more comfortable with the combat system. So, it was just relaxing, and that was one of the more easy combat systems, well, combats that we've had. Because, prior to this, it, leveling up your characters in this is a little different. And now that I have some characters who are on the same level as me, it's a little easier for me to go into combat more often and not feel like my character's gonna die or have to go into panic and micromanage every little thing.
What do you want now?
Tell me about the administrator.
She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attacked, she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here would be mercenaries.
Why are there so many mercenaries here?
We'd had problems with Mandalorian mercenaries even before the Jedi Civil War. The Jedi helped clear most of the problem up, but after the war, many soldiers from both sides of the conflict became mercenaries. And since we're so far from the core, some started gathering here.
But after the war, there were so many. Did they cause any problems?
The difference between an out-of-work mercenary and a bandit is just a vibroblade's edge. The only thing we can prove they've done is intimidate a few farmers. The farmers give them goods, money, food, or whatever just to stay on their good side. The only one that isn't scared of them is the administrator. There have also been a lot of disappearances recently.
So I'm thinking about this in kind of like a Japanese, it's like wandering samurai kind of mercenary kind of way, where like in an anime you'd see a character walking in and the mercenary would be eating really well, and that's because people are basically paying him homage. And oftentimes they show them as like pretty nasty people. In the anime version, I think it's just a East versus West kind of stereotyping. Because oftentimes you need somebody for like the main character to walk in and argue against, so that character's usually sitting at the bar like, oh, okay, this is, or something's gonna happen or something.
A farmer here and there, or a family. We lost enough people during the war that keeping the Kathhound and Kinrath populations under control hasn't been possible. So there are a lot of animal attacks. Some deaths, too. So the disappearances might be just coincidence, but a lot of the stubborn folks seem to be more accident-prone.
Okay, so they're blaming it on animal attacks. And that's why some people have been disappearing, and they're not sure that they can't prove that the mercenaries have been doing it. talked to them. We've talked to her. Right now, I'm just basically quest gathering. Okay, so I think he's like a store. You're selling weapons, aren't you? Yeah. I'd like to ask you some questions. What do you know about the mercenaries? How long have you been here? So he's selling weapons to keep the Cathhounds at bay. That's what he's claiming to do anyway. Why are there so many Cath and Kinrath here? When traveling outside, always carry weapons. It's very dangerous out there. Actually, I'd like to see what you have in stock. Okay. We've got some adrenaline belts, we got the scars hunting. How much do we have right now? We have 3 that it's worth 10. That one can't be opened. Like I said, we're just collecting quests right now. Anybody that we see along the way, we're gonna stop and talk to, see if they've got any kind of quests or anything to kind of just build up our inventory and our stock, so then we can start going like further out and doing more things. Plus, if we, are going into an area anyway, we might as well have some other, side stuff to do. Instead of having to run back and forth, do the side quests and everything. That's what I like to do. Collect all the quests and then head out and get everything that we need to do along the way. Why make a ton of runs if you don't have to? And Star Wars Online actually does but the Old Republic, yeah, it does a pretty decent job of having all the quests available, like when you walk into like a new region. So they do like planet, you have like the main character storyline, and then you go to a planet, and then you'll have like the universe storyline on top of it. Like there's different arcs, and if you collect the stories at the same time, it kind of all moves together at once. So when you land on a planet, it'll tell you that like, oh hey, you know, this is the conflict that's going on now that you're here. And then they drop you into like the city and like, oh yeah, hey, it's now that you're in this area, this is what's happening locally. And then it kind of moves you across the map and the online. Elder Scrolls does a really good job of that too. Yeah, I like their free-to-play models, but I really like their pay-to-play models. They're not terrible either, because it's mostly just like backpack space for like your resources, and having that like unlocked is just nice. So it makes it worth it without feeling like, you know, crazy money grab stuff. That's why I pay subscriptions for those. Because I can just hop on it like anytime I want, or you know, if I get a guild or I meet some new friends. If we meet like new people and we're like, oh yeah, this is kind of the game we're into right now. So here we are going into the Kenarthi Cave. I think this is called the Crystal Cave. I think that's what this one is. So last time we stepped in here, we saw some guys or guards walking around, and they were covered in like some like oil or something that made that hid them from the Kenarthi here. It made him kind of blind to it. But so we've been grinding and leveling up, so we could probably just run through here and get some more experience points.
Let us test ourselves.
Some more XP.
I shall honor them with battle.
Yeah, see, this is like a lot more cohesive now that the other two companions that I have with me, they're leveled up also. Well, because you know, it brings a flow to everything, so I don't have to like sit there and pause and check on this character's health and then jump up. So getting a couple levels in there, so you don't have to micromanage health, really is a huge help. So our skills. We have 4. I'm kind of maxing out Persuade because I want to see what everybody says. And I just want to see what the level cap is too. So I'm having a little bit of fun with it. Stealth, just a shot. We've been using our single blades more, so +1 to all saving throws. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh. Add it. Force channel. We have 1 point. Okay, right, there we go. And that'll just help us passively. You know, I'm getting down all the time. Oh, if you look up here on the top left, you'll see the map. I'm just uncovering the fog of war there. Looking for any crates or anything to dig through. No, it's been pretty chill. You see how we're just kind of easing our way through here?
I hear you. Let us test ourselves. I shall honor them with battle. Yes.
So a lot of games from this time period had a little bit of that issue. With, like, you start the game off and then there's like a lot of like, you're gonna get hit and falling down and maybe have to make a couple loads before you get to a decent enough level that you don't have to worry about dying all the time, even if you keep your health low. So it just comes down to like building your character. It's got a little bit of like that, even like old school Final Fantasy kind of way. I don't know if you've ever played any of those. Those are fun. This would be like... So, Final Fantasy started off as like a pixel art kind of top-down JRPG. And then it evolved into like the turn-based system. Well, I guess it always kind of was. It changed from like a 2D like Mario overworld type thing to well, Final Fantasy 7 is the most popular one, but I like 8 and 9 too. Those are awesome. And then 10 had like this really big thing when PlayStation 2 came out. Yeah, it was PlayStation 2.
Let us test ourselves. I shall honor them with battle.
She's poisoned. Back up a little bit.
Your thoughts are disturbed.
We found the
I can feel them.
well, we're gonna see what happens during a cutscene now. Oh. Oh, that was cool. We got far enough away that I was able to revive. This is the only part that's a little frustrating. Is I feel like med pack should be the first thing that shows up on your like inventory list for like healing. But they give you like stimulants first. It's kind of weird. I know I'm just running far enough away to get some healing. And if they follow me far enough, then they'll pop back up and I can move them around too. That's what we're doing right now. We're just playing some... Like, get our character healing it. Oh, there's one of these guys. Oh, does he have... Like, have we killed one of them yet? I think they have like a belt that lets them do that.
Yutapak mito.
Maybe you shouldn't be so jumpy.
Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chiluma lithpa.
Surely you've heard of me.
Krempawi cho simorangta weba gonorimbo. Harandoto jun sorito mas jurun makagrodo soto.
Why don't the Canarthi attack you?
Kavanami donkey krato.
You'll tell me your trade secret.
The greatest technique is to do the same without resorting to the Force.
Charika yayakta min sobachi kavanatakalu. Kavanami don bram tabanin sochu.
I kind of get what she's meaning. She's like, don't rely on the Force so much. Like, use your own brain power. Do you have an extra scent gland I can use?
Kavadumpa mo wendido chokerembi norta kunyun wish chawaka chuba sura dachi morotuko gansa.
So once you get through the initial setup of this, and this is something they could probably do in like the third game or something, is have this character go on an awakening, but like instead of having some kind of like intro that they've already done with, well, like they did with this, and then you got to the point where your character's like just evil enough or just good enough, you're starting off on like a little bit of like one side or the other. And in this, it kind of feels like a Zuko, like become a bad guy or like a denied prince of like the bad guys, you know, Zuko, and going along his path, you know, he's like angry and evil, and now he's like having his like awakening to just life run. It doesn't necessarily have to be good or bad, just where he's on that path. So she's kind of guiding him, like, you don't have to always use the Force. So that, I mean, that's just the impression of what I got of what she just said. So we're gonna say it without using the Force this time. And yes, you increase our persuasion. We didn't need to use our Force powers. No, I'm keeping it. I mean, I already kind of knew that when you gave it to me, so. Well, he handed it to me, and my first thought was like, okay, cool, he's giving it to me. And then he said something about not or something. When he said he was handed to me, but my thought went to, oh, okay, I guess he's letting me look at it. Or he has two, because I demanded it. And then he's like, I don't have another one. And I'm like, okay, well, I have this now. It's probably back where we entered the cave. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, we gotta grab that. See, sometimes you can loot them, sometimes you can't. This, you have to check to see if they're already. You got force channel and then force redirection. Oh, he got a big one. Yeah, he hit. We're gonna clear out our attack sequence. And starts the healing.
I hear you.
Save here.
I hear you. This shall not stop us for long.
Right, I'm gonna throw some medkits.
Ready.
I think she can actually heal better than... a couple of those.
Your thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them like a shiver running through you.
This place affects me strangely. There is a tingling in my forehead.
Force-sensitive locations such as this absorb and reflect force energy. The crystals are the catalyst here. I sense that Revan once passed through here, leaving a strong impression behind in the crystals. Perhaps future Jedi who visit this cave will feel our presence, as if seeing our footprints preserved in the soil.
Tell me more about these crystals.
The crystals here are infused with the Force. Some could be harvested and used for lightsabers.
You said the crystals absorb the Force? I don't like the idea of leaving them there.
The crystals here do not drain Force energy from Jedi. They collect the excess energy that radiates from those attuned to the Force.
Tell me more.
Crystals here are...
I don't like the idea of
That
leaving
can
it.
hardly be avoided. Even mundane actions of the basest creatures can create detectable ripples in the Force. A Minoc beating its wings on the plains could cause a sandstorm in the desert. And figuratively speaking, Jedi have much bigger wings.
Kind of like the butterfly effect. What if we destroyed all the crystals?
That would create quite a large impression of yourself, and the crystals would eventually grow back.
So it's like breaking an anthill. Just because you broke one sometimes doesn't mean it's not going to go brought it back. Okay.
Prepare yourself. I shall honor them with battle. Prepare yourself. I shall honor them with battle. Prepare yourself.
What is it?
They're leveling up Kreia. She is... more Constitution. Oh, she's the one that I was using for healing. We're gonna get rid of the regen, of course. Regen. Force deflect.
Yes?
Here we got an extra crystal. This is a Terigi crystal.
The crystal responds to you. This is very rare indeed.
Get the name lightsaber crystal. What do you mean?
The crystal's bond with you is such that the stronger you become in the Force, the more powerful your crystal will grow. This crystal will make an excellent focus for a lightsaber.
I've gained a pet crystal. I have to feed it.
Many Jedi would greatly covet such a treasure. No, the crystal has bonded to you.
Oh, it's mine now. Is the bond
Quite the
dangerous?
contrary. Picture yourself as a sieve, and the Force as water pouring into you. This crystal...
Does the crystal feed off the light side of the Force?
The crystal is in tune with you. It will use whatever water that pours through you, be it dark or light.
Yutapak mito, hai best nikra dochi mapao krawenosha. What a lord chiba fuso bachila nuba chubanok.
Jump speed, so jumping. Alright, sure you've heard of me. I'm a great spelunker. Why don't they attack you? Okay, so we're gonna meta this a little bit since we passed. I'm an explorer.
Charika yayakta min sobachina yatuka uwanurika bramtabat.
Supposed to have one of these lands. What do you know about the other mercenaries?
Yatuka uwanurika chotin kavadump.
Why do they keep you out of the loop?
Yatuka uwanurika chotin wanima orata wakata chiluma lispa.
You mentioned crystals?
Yatuka uwanurika cho.
I speak with the Force.
Da come giusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin wana magrable mogo. Yatuka uwanurika.
Okay, so we are. Well, most people understand Jedi as Force users. They don't distinguish between the two. It's the Jedi and the Sith themselves that distinguish between the two. And most average people are familiar with the term Jedi over Sith. Do you have an extra sight land? Can I hold it? Yeah, that's basically what just happened. Can I hold it? No. I'm gonna keep it. Bye. Alright, now we'll drop a save. Spam this. Well, the mechanics are a little clunky in this because You have to like pause and then like push the up arrow and down arrow. So if I want force lightning, and then to clear it, you have to like clear everything. So it's just, it's got a lot.
Yes?
She... I'm gonna give to her dexterity. So her treat injury is pretty high too. We'll keep it up. Now it says she's got two-handed weapon fighting, but she's actually got an ability, a passive that makes her hand-to-hand even better. We increase our movement speed.
This shall not stop us for long.
That's what you do at the start of most of these games of this era. You run through and you open up everything, you take everything. Right. Check all the boxes in there. Oh, you know what? That's how you reach back out. Right, stay right here. They haven't seen us yet.
Can't wait for those salvagers to ship off this planet. He's smelling them.
You've wandered into the wrong camp. You got the look of a warrior, and we got all the blasters we need. If you're looking for work too, just take a trip spaceward. We don't need any more competition. Got it? Most of us are veterans of the Jedi Civil War. Some even fought in the Mandalorian Wars. A lot of soldiers have been looking for a place in the galaxy. The really skilled usually wind up here.
Why haven't you been able to line up a job?
We had a contract with the Republic, doing some work in the Outer Rim. But they scaled back, and we were some of the casualties. Now the Republic isn't hiring anymore. I hear they have no credits.
So what are you doing? You're not doing
We find ways to divert ourselves. A lot of us find odd jobs. There are many more mercs around than what you see on Dantooine. We're spread out. A Synthiate by the name of Azkul. He was an elite trooper for Malak during the Jedi Civil War. He knows how to wage war.
Talk about something else.
I have time to... It's just another spaceport to me. We've been here too long for my tastes. And the settlers...
Why'd you stand to me as your base?
We have to live somewhere. Something those settlers don't seem to understand. That flaming administrator and her cat hound Zeron can't keep their noses out of our business. There's a natural order to things that they just don't seem to get. They'll learn.
What about the settlers?
It galls me to think we fought wars to protect Gizka like them. They don't do anything to help themselves, and they don't know how to take responsibility. They're on their own, and either they should start working and stop whining, or else they're in for a tough ride.
I'm not paid to talk to you. Move along. Can I help you?
We're a bunch of Mandalorians.
Just trying to make a living. It's not glamorous work, but a man has to eat, right?
There we go.
Smells like another salvager's come to our camp. Vacate, Mudlicker. Don't make me tell you again.
Ease off, Nalick. There's better sport than this one.
I don't need help to take out a Mudlicker. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Like your friend said, I'm not a salvager, I'm a warrior.
You fighting any wars?
Why did you want to fight?
I thought you were one of those useless salvagers. Or perhaps an up, so I figured.
What have you been up to?
You were a soldier too, so you know I'm not going to answer you.
There you are.
I want to answer your question. Oh, my head. I don't know for sure. I hear rumors. I heard we got a secret job working with some powerful organization. No one tells me who. I know we're planning an attack soon, but I don't know against who. They aren't too far, though, because we're expecting to attack soon.
Any idea who they're working for?
I told you what I know. Someone rich and powerful. We're not gonna have to hit up settlers for food and supplies anymore. I don't feel so well. I feel dizzy. I gotta go now.
Oh, he's freaking out because we used the force on him. Now that would be a pretty cool intro to like a High Republic there. Well, you could have like a Sith like character, like, but have him be like Zuko, in, like the High Republic era. Well, I thought something like that was going to happen with Kylo and Rey in the, what, 7th movie? Because they have that fight out in the woods, and this is on, like, release day. So the other 2 movies hadn't come out yet. And so my suspicion was that Rey was going to be a bad guy. But I thought they were going to tell the story differently. So I thought that, like, severing the ground was going to be more poetic and mean, like, oh, like, here's a rift that's being caused between them. And then it showed that, like, Kylo was kind of hesitating. Well, Rey was still ready to attack, so that's where I got, like, that impression that she was kind of, like, aggressive dark side sensitive, or like, so. And then also, I mean, just a little critique and just a little bit more development on that, and they could show where, like, oh, Philo is actually Ben Kenobi, and it kind of could thematically lead to Kylo being Ben and Rey being a Palpatine, and then you could drop a few more, like, keep it subtle, but like hints here and there that she's more of a Palpatine. Plus, I do like the fact that they used her yellow lightsaber as a sentinel. I thought that was kind of cool, and somehow that like made the blow finding out that she was a Palpatine. The way they did it, like it softened the blow. Well, because there was some ambiguity to it.
Let us end this.
Okay, we are forced to use those abilities. Make some distance here. We've kind of kited everything around here. If they're shooting at him, I'm gonna use them too. Oh, they got her. Well, my force is regenerating. So that's what I'm kind of waiting on. They might die. I mean, it's kind of funny. These two random ass NPCs are a little bit more useful than my companions. See, that's why I keep stat dumping like a lot of the stuff in the Constitution and healing. Well, plus this makes for a fun story, like, oh, we're wandering through, and, you know, we just got done clearing the caves out, so we're walking through, and oh shit, we got attacked by a bunch of calf hounds. And then we walk up here, like, oh shit, there was this. Oh, this is Darala.
You a new salvager? Or one of those Kunda cantina rats coming here to complain?
I mean, I guess I'm a salvager.
Well, we don't need another one. Look around this camp. We got the salvaging more than covered. I'm gonna give you some advice. Turn back. There's nothing you're gonna find.
I don't need your permission to go in the ruins.
You don't look like you're gonna crawl around the ruins. If you want to go to the sub-level, you are gonna need the administrator's permission, though.
I already have that.
Well, you're welcome to go down there and die.
already
The
did that.
Lagrix are hungry and could use a treat.
Oh. What about you?
I've been here the longest, and I'll be here last. I buy Jedi salvage from the ruins. Slow business now, but I get by.
Who do you sell it to?
Sometimes I sell them to visitors like yourself. Besides, that's none of your flaming business. You should have let me...
Oh, visitor. Am I that?
Able and powerful.
That is no exaggeration. Jedi holocron are very rare and invaluable tools for skilled Jedi. If this man has one, you'd be wise to...
I'm surprised if the ruins have any holocron left. They're heavily sought by Jedi Masters.
This is no idle boast, traveler, but a fact. A holocron is easily worth many thousands of credits to any Jedi, but I will sell it to you for a low price. I ask a mere 1,000 credits for this rare find. This is not a matter of negotiation. You should buy it quickly before others come.
Can I see it? It might be broken.
I assure you it isn't. I will show it to you presently. As you can see, it is in fine shape. A real bargain at a mere 1,000.
This is a remarkable fake.
How did you know? Will I never unload this accursed thing? This isn't my fault. You can't blame me.
I want to talk to you. Actually, I can blame you.
I apologize immensely. But surely you recognize that attacking me here will pose problems. The militia and the salvagers will hunt you.
Give me the fake holocron now.
Have you come to join the others and mock my misfortune? Go away.
You still lurking around here?
Oh, he had a fake
Just go
holocron
back to
and called him out on it.
You're not gonna find any Jedi artifacts. If you're in there...
That seems unusually jealous or generous of you.
Well, us salvagers that are still here have to stick together.
I mean, you're going now. So yeah, I think...
What is it?
I'm here.
What is it?
Ready.
Yes?
Good. Figure out. It's not that one.
Yes?
What is it?
There it is. Okay. So if we
Yes?
switch to her... Yeah, see, she does it. So that's kind of the way I was trying to describe my friend when we were playing the tabletop version. That, like, you could see through the forest. I didn't mention the color thing, but that's kind of what I meant. Like, things you could interact with or more. But anyway. Excuse me.
don't suppose you found any of...
Actually, I found out 3 of them. I found 3 of them.
That's great news. My offer still stands. I'll pay you...
Sounds like it's worth more to you than that.
It is worth more to us than that. I'll pay you 4,000 credits for the lot of them.
It's the credits. Wait. Okay, yeah.
Thanks for your help on this. Here are the credits, as promised. I'll get this to Zeron when I get back to Kunda.
If we break all these eggs, I think that'll resolve some of the issues with all the spiders in the area. Alright, one thing I can do today is smash it. How do I smash it? It wasn't letting me. Well, let me smash this one. See, the other one wasn't letting us do that. Yeah, this one's not letting us do that. I don't think there's any more. This is rock. Yeah, so this is to the arms.
I don't suppose you're here to hire.
Can I help you?
What? Who is that? You go down into...
Anything about a thief?
Don't tell me that flaming Solru sent you. I went over all this with Zeron. We've been hit by the flaming thief more than he has. Every other night it seems we find something missing. And it's not like we have much. We keep asking Zeron to help us, but he sends us nobody. So the thief keeps coming from the ruins or whatever hole he lives in and taking what's ours. If we ever catch him, we'll take our time killing him. I hear he's planning to shoot anybody that goes on his farm. I'm just glad we're not the only people suffering. Maybe if he moans enough, the militia will do something.
The thief comes from the ruins?
That's our best guess. Sneaky as sin, but Raylon caught a glance of him that way. We keep hoping the Legrex finish the thief off, but that would be far too easy for us. If you haven't met Raylon, though, he's not... reliable. He's in the camp if you want to talk to him about the thief. If you must. If you can do something about the thief, do it and get out of here. There's nothing for you here anyway.
What is it? Do you feel it? The wound on this world. It is centered here. If we succeed in gathering the Jedi, they will come to this place. And if those Jedi are slain, then all that remains of the Order shall be drawn here as well.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. But we'll get back to this. In the next one.
No, and I hope.